Hi, this is Sonia, and welcome back to my channel, Sonia on Being Successful. I hope you all had a wonderful week this past week and that you're doing well. Enjoying the last month of this year. We're almost pretty much halfway through the month of December. So last week I said that I would be doing a series of videos this month on diet. And last week I said that my goal for the month was to weigh what I weigh January 1st as I did on December 1st. Halfway into the month, I'm on track to do that. So I'm very, very pleased about that. Despite the fact that I've been doing some holiday baking and, taking little tastes of some of the treats like some chocolates, Christmas cake, that kind of thing. But all in moderation, right? So today I wanted to talk about the scale. Is it our friend or is it our foe, our enemy? Personally, for me, I believe in using a scale. I find that there are several benefits actually to using a scale. I weigh myself every day. I find it's a way to obviously be accountable. It's a way to measure progress. I can see from day to day if there's an increase in my weight. And I know too that maybe I've gone up by a couple of pounds in a day, but then if I have to think about what I've eaten the day before, maybe ate some food that was really high in sodium, for example, or for me, if I eat really a lot of carbs, I find that I must retain water or something because my weight will go up if I do that. I find using the scale helps me be more aware of my body and how my body reacts to certain foods. I also think using the scale as a tool is a way to measure progress. It keeps you on track. It lets you see, like, my goal is to stay the same weight. If I didn't weigh myself all month, I could easily find myself come January that I've gained like 5-6 pounds or whatever, just because I wasn't paying attention. I indulged more than I thought maybe I should, or I didn't realize what the impact would be. So for me, a daily weigh-in is a great tool for me. But I also know that it can become a destructive tool for some people. If people don't like the number on the scale, for example, if you don't like what you see, you kind of jump on and off, and maybe you're going to eat something and go weigh yourself right away. It becomes a bit of an obsession, and it becomes very unhealthy. So I think people have to pay attention to their behavior when it comes to weighing themselves. And also too, like, if you see that your weight has gone up by a pound or two in a day or 2 days, or if you're wanting to lose weight and you're not seeing the scale numbers move, it can become very discouraging as well. And sometimes that discouragement can just leave you, throw your hands up in the air and say, I'm trying, it's not working, so I'm just going to chuck everything out the window. I think before anyone chuck it out the window, what you need to do is really examine then, okay, well, what have I been eating? Have I eaten a lot of high sodium foods? Like I said, for myself, have I eaten a lot of did I have a big carby meal or something? Or, for women, younger women, because it doesn't really apply to me anymore, but is it that time of the month where your body the hormones are shifting, you're maybe retaining water? So there's all these things that kind of come into play. So I think it all depends on the individual as to whether or not that scale is your friend or it's your enemy. I know too, you hear a lot where people say, well, it's really how you feel in your clothing. let your clothes be the determining factor, which is true too, because we can sometimes lose inches before we lose pounds. Um, I know if you begin to do like a weight training routine. Now, everybody says, and it's true that, fat or that muscle does weigh more than fat. But in my humble opinion, and this is my opinion, it takes quite a lot of effort to actually build muscle and to have that muscle like really start to weigh more than the fat, or make a real difference in the number on the scale. So just always, I always take that with a bit of a grain of salt. But there are, like I say, there are many factors that can influence on whether or not you put on a pound or two. I think at the end of the day, as long as you're seeing steady progress to whatever your goal is, your goal can be to gain weight, it can be to lose weight, it can be to just maintain. But the scale, like I say, it's a tool. It's one of those tools in our little, tool bag that we have that are going to help us achieve whatever goal it is that we've set out for ourselves. I really do think that there's some of the strategies that we can use to make it an effective tool is to use the same scale. Don't go hopping on this scale or that scale. Use the same scale every time you weigh yourself. Weigh yourself at the same time every day. For myself, I weigh myself first thing when I get up in the morning. Our weight fluctuates throughout the day. We eat food, we drink, our weight goes up and down. And if we are wearing clothes, if you weigh yourself with all your clothes on and you get a number, then the next day you weigh yourself with all your clothes on, you get a different number. Well, our clothing does not all weigh the same. So I just find it better to do it first thing in the morning and, right upon waking. Another thing in terms of making it an effective strategy is really know what you're eating, keep track of what you're eating, and also understand the impact of what you're eating and how that can affect your body as well. And like anything, like if you're trying to gain weight, lose weight, stay the same, all of these things take time. But the scale, I think, can really be used as an effective tool to help us on our journey to achieving what it is that we're setting out to achieve. Next week, I'll have another little take on diet. So I hope you've enjoyed today's short video. And before you go throwing that scale out the window, just remember it can be an effective tool in your toolkits. So until next week, have a wonderful week, and I will see you next week. Bye for now.